Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this is part 8 of my visit to the glass fair at Himley Hall. I'm not doing many pieces in each one because I'm trying not to make them too long. And in this piece, yeah, there's a bit at the beginning where I'm completely lusting over a piece of Strombergshythen. But yeah, money's an issue. And then what else? I also have a new reference and tell you where to go and get your own copy of it. So yeah, let's get on and have a look at some glass. Got some Romanian fish, and we've got a nice Kribska vase. We'll find this. But, yeah, that's quite cool. We're looking at an article called "A Glass Fish on Top of the TV Set" from the All Origin website, and I thought I would handle this. So this is a reference I've used several times before, and it explains about these fish, where they're from. They're from Romania, from this factory that let me scroll right down, and you can see it's derelict now. Paduria Niagara factory, yeah. So that's looking pretty dead. And they also make these baskets as well that you'll see. This actually looks like a piece of Edinburgh crystal, but yeah, it's like the Star of St Andrew pattern. Anyway, regardless, let's scroll back to the top again. I wanted to show you something. So in this picture here, these pictures, let me just show you this first. This picture here shows you all the lots of different mottle patterns, but none of them are close. But if you look at this one here, let me show you. One of the things you'll notice about the Romanian fish is that usually the eyes and the fins and the dorsal fin and the tail are all in clear glass and the body's coloured. If it's a silver one, it's an older one. Okay, so if the base colour is silver, it's older. That's the principle that they mention here. And the other thing is that the lips are just formed from the body. There's no, on some glass fish, you'll see there's a fish like this, and the lips are actually an added piece of glass. That means it's not a Romanian one. Okay, there's a few people that made them. I think the ones with the added mouth, I think they're either Nazing or from Malta, and there's I'm sure there's others as well, but they all have a classic look about them with this clear fins, eyes, dorsal fin and tail, and they're from the 60s and 70s. We're looking at the Kribska 1977 catalogue downloaded from the Czech Glass Guide, and yeah, this is what we're looking at. Now the colorway is different because the other one is green at the top. This does go on for quite a few years, but all of them are all in red. But I'm looking at this and I'm looking at the other picture at the same time, and I'm thinking this is the exact same one. Even this slight twist at the bottom, the shape is right, just right, the ribbing looks right, these little loops look right. So anyway, it's a 422/1/25, and yeah, I don't know if it'd have a slightly different number if it was a different color, but anyway, this is what it is, and it is, this style is originally from 1977 at least. Strombergshythen, and so I haven't got this one, got that one, finger, haven't got this one. Yeah, but 150, and I've been told not to spend any money, but we can look in the catalogue and have a look at it. So yeah, that's a tempter, and I'll show you something else that's a tempter as well. This, because I have the jug to go with that colour. Yeah, I do. It's very nice, and I also have this in blue. So yeah, it's very nice. Ekenas. Designed by Greta Rumburg Tell in the 1940s. She's got it down here. So yeah, cool. We're looking at a page from the Journal of the Glass Association, Volume 8, 2008, and within it, it has a facsimile of a Elvson retail catalogue, or I think actually it's a trade catalogue, and Elvson imported glass from Strombergshyttan in the 1930s. So yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful, but that's the story. So, and this is the vase I was interested in, but yeah, £150. Yeah, I'm not feeling confident to spend that much. It's definitely the thing, but yeah, I have this one here in this same size. It's 12-inch one. This comes in different sizes, and there's an 11-inch one, but I've only ever seen that one. And then there are these other two hooped patterns. I have two of these, one in straw, which is that same brown colour, and the other one's in grey. Yeah, and this is the other one that we were looking at, this one here. This is the E658 ripple vase they've got on it. And the one that I liked, that I was like, ooh, that is the 3060. Maybe if I feel a bit richer next time and it's still there, I might go for it. But yeah, I do have to feel a bit richer somehow. Anyway, yeah, I do really like these. I would buy more, but yeah, I have to sell some of the rest of my collection really before I start chunking out huge chunks of money on massive pieces of glass. I'm going to use my own website for this reference. Actually, this is not the current one. This is the next version that's not finished, and yeah, I need to do something about that at some point. Oh yeah, where am I going? Sweden. There we go. And Ekenas. And yeah, so this is the version I have. So I have the Schnapps decanter. I think I've got it down. Yeah, I've got it down as I know it's a Schnapps decanter, so I need to update that. But anyway, this is it here. This is the sort of like normal decanter that comes with it. This holds a whole bottle. It's much bigger than this. And then this is the jug that I have that would go with that service really nicely. Yeah, it's tempting because I'm really drawn to making sets of things. It's just my nature. So that's why I've got this decanter. I've got this one, this Schnapps decanter, and then I've got the jug, and I've got the tall glasses. I have this one as well. This is massive, and I have these little yellow ones, but these are different again because they have these little cockerels painted on them. So anyway, yeah, and as I mentioned, designed by Greta Rumbel-Tell, 1941 to 52. Now, the only reason I know this is because I found an advert, which I since lost online somewhere. But yeah, so that anyway, that's why there's no reference underneath here, and I do have to punt around and find a better reference somewhere, somehow, somewhen. Lovely. Little Whitefriars. Look at that. That's nice. Let's see if that's in the books or catalogues. It's lovely. And also, while we're there, look at these. Super rare colour. That's nice. This is a page from the book Whitefriars Glass, James Powell and Sons of London, by the Museum of London. And yeah, we've got a photograph here. It's from the 1870s. It's a part of a photograph, but these bits look really small, so I thought I'd blow this bit up. Anyway, we got these two vases here, and it is like a cross between them. I don't have an exact match, but if you take this little collar off the bottom of this one and put it onto this one, then it is an exact match, because you've got this Vaseline band here, you've got similar frill and shape, you've got this Vaseline band here, and then you have this fairly solid Vaseline foot with little intersections on it like this. And that's what the vase looked like. It just looked like this with a little collar down here. So, and as I said, this is from the 1870s, and this is the best reference I found for it. I'm sure there's a better one somewhere, but yeah, I don't know where it is, but that's what I've got. Today, a very nice man called Mark Thomas downloaded a partial catalogue for Whitefriars for 1937. Now we've got 1938. He downloaded it to the a Whitefriars glass collectors group on Facebook, and of course the first thing I do is I download it onto my hard drive. Yes, and what's nice is, just for this occasion, this is now the, if I can get it to open, the earliest reference I have for the 2481 pattern. So here it is, and at the top up here it tells you the colours: golden amber, sea green, emerald and flint. It's also telling you the height and the price per dozens, etc. But anyway, there it is. This is the earliest reference I have for it now, 1937. Can't remember who the designer was, but anyway, get onto a Whitefriars Glass Collectors Club and get your own copy. Get it downloaded to your PC so you can look at it to your heart's content and memorize it like you should do, like good people do. Here's something I don't see very often. But I'm not sure. I think it should have like a glass stick thing to go with it. But Ruby Martini mixer, 1964. We can have a look in the catalogue at that. But yeah, not a very common thing. Don't know if I've seen a real one before. Not sure. See it in the catalogue quite often, but yeah. I've not used it for a while, and I thought I'd see if my little juggy database is working. So this is it here. This is all my kind of like catalogues. I've tried to fix them by date now, or by country. Anyway, this is my juggy database, and it's a tall handleless jug. So go in here, and you can see, look at all these others from that period, and this is it. And I don't think it's going to get big. Oh, it does. So, oh no, unless you do this. But anyway, that is the jug we were looking at, and we can double check in my little database. I've got it down as Whitefriars 9508 1966. So if I've done this already, so yeah, here's what I prepared earlier, and here it is. This is the 1966 catalogue, and these are the tall jugs that are on that page. So yeah, my little thing that I created does work, and here it is. It's the 9508 2-pint cocktail mixer, and it does look like it's supposed to have like a stirrer thing, but I bet most of those, 99% of them, are broken at some point or chucked. Obviously I'm going to do a decanter that's here. Webb Corbett, 1930s Art Deco. I've not seen that one before. It's quite cool. That spiral pattern. I've looked through, I think, thousands of drawings from Webb Corbett from the 1930s. I have 3 documents of factory drawings. This one's 966 pages. Now, not only can I not find that cut pattern, I can't find that decanter shape. Okay, so I am not certain that that is from the 1930s. I think it's earlier because so, oh yeah, by the way, I've downloaded these factory drawings from the Corning Museum of Glass online reference library. Let me find the other thing. Is it this? Yes. So I've downloaded this page from the Glass Mustebusch website, and this is a page from Webb Corbett's 1910 catalogue. I don't have anything between 1910 and 1930, but it's got these two decanters in it, and these look to be blown into the same mould shape. Even the stoppers are the same shape, and this one in particular has a cutting divide here in the same place as the other one, which suggests this one is like out this, you know, there's probably a series of these with slightly different nuances, and that one is a different model to go with this one. So I think it's earlier. I suspect if this is from 1910, I think that's an Edwardian pattern at the very least. All I know at the moment, though, is that by 1930 they'd stopped using this shape. These decanters are blown into a mould, and they spin it so it comes out smooth without a seam. And yeah, so, and the molds are quite expensive. They do use them for a long time. So like some of these other shapes, it looks like they carried on using this shape and this shape as well in the 1930s. So yeah. Some of the shapes carried on being used for years because they're made out of metal and they just keep using them, but they clearly stopped using this one. And this type of shape, I've seen it from the late Victorian. So yeah, I think it's an earlier decanter than what's written on there. This is an Isle of Wight piece. I can't remember what it's called. But we can try and find that, and then I'll be able to tell you all about it. Just did a bit of Googling around, and this is the Isle of Wight Studio Glass website, so they're still going today, and they're still making the Jazz Nouveau pattern. I think I was just calling it Jazz, but anyway, still making the Jazz pattern, and the price here seems vary from £4.85 down to about £92. This is the smallest one. Now, this is the biggest piece, but it does say it's only 20 centimeters across, which is probably not far off what that other vase is. I think the other vase is a bit cooler with these like twirly bits. I don't know why it does that. Yeah. Anyway, with the twirly bits at the top, I don't know what you call this, like folded pieces like this, but twisted around itself. They don't seem to make that anymore. I did go to eBay to see if there were any for sale here. No, there were. Oh, this one is closer, but it's still not exactly the same. Actually, in Google itself, there were two on Etsy, but they're gone and they've vanished out of the system, so I can't check the price on those. So we know it's still going. We know there's changes in the shapes, if not the patterns. So yeah, I don't know where they should be priced as secondhand, but these all look. I did actually look in sold, and there are none there. So yeah, it's a really difficult one. How much is this one? This one's quite expensive. £350. How tall is that as a piece? Because that's 30 centimeters, so it's almost a foot tall. So that, but it's very slim. So yeah, I don't know what price he had on it, but it's probably going to be north of 200 and maybe as high as 4. I don't know, but anyway, this is what it is, and you've had a good look at all the different shapes now, because obviously I've been having a good look around myself. But it's a very distinctive thing, and I think it's, well, I was going to say one of the collectibles of the future, but I think it's already collectible. I suspect it's made in very low numbers. So, yeah, if people will start to buy more of it, it would just be being sold as it was coming out of the factory at whatever pace they're doing them. So I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, there will be more. There'll be more parts. I don't know how many. There's still quite a bit of film left, but I'm actually not been using that many bits in each film. So, because I'm trying not to, I mean, there was a time when I was making films 50 minutes long, and I'm just not doing that anymore. It's too much. Anyway, with that said, all the references I used will be in the description below. All the contact details for Premier Glass Fairs will be in the description below. And what's the last one? And please remember to like and subscribe, because it really helps my channel. And obviously I'm going to take over the world. Probably not, but you know what I mean. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a good night. Good night.